By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Tennessee Titans. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And off we go from Nashville. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's a Tennessee native from just outside of Memphis, Ken Walker. Across midfield. He's on his way. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, 76 yards. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. They're the favorite, no question. And when they score like that on the opening drive to set the tone, you're the underdog on the other bench. That's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, because you can't bring the home crowd into it. Because you're counting on that to be a part of your equalizer, ride their momentum. But you have to give them something to cheer for. So now what you're worried about is they're better than we are. We can't get going. Are we about to get blown out?
Good news, still a long way to go. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. At their own 21-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Ward. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, 79 Broncos.
From the gun, Ward. That's complete to DK. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Okay, break. Ready.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7.
Go! Cowboys! Cowboy 80. 18, Pioneer. Ready.
Here's Ward. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Bronco 80.
To throw is Ward. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
70 ranges.
Ward to throw for it on 4th. He's got the open man. It's Heilmanner. And he's got this down to the 35. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
Okay, ready.
So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Cougar 19. Viking 18. Go.
They'll throw again. Ward. And it's a short one here. Complete to the tight end. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Ready.
They'll bring a tight end in motion. Pollard will score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
That's a great response here in this first quarter. And what I like about it is how they put this drive together. The other guys scored quickly to start the game, but this was smart football to not feel like you have to go out and score quickly yourself. So they worked the ball down the field, took their time, and finished with the touchdown run.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Cardinal, 8.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Finding space at the 40. Inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 66 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they've got it as we resume action.
Here's
Myers now to kick it away. makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Ready.
Pollard will take it up the gut. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
Let's go now.
In motion goes the tight end. Throwing now, Ward. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Third and 2.
65 check, 65 check. 70 range, 70 range. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Throwing is Ward. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Go.
Off the play fake, Ward. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Get it?
To throw, here's Ward. Drops this underneath for Pollard. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Come on, come on. 19 tight. Cougar 19. Ready?
Now Ward. He's got his target. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
79 Bronco, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
They'll look to throw again. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Ward again. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. Well, there wasn't much of a window there, Charles. Had to deal with a couple of defenders, but able to find his big tight end.
And, partner, we know double coverage is a challenge for any player to try to defeat. But maybe it's a little easier if you're one of those big tight ends because you have a size advantage on just about anyone trying to cover you, and you use your body to create some space.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun here, Ward. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bronco 80.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. And it's a Titans touchdown. Manor as the first half is winding down. And the Titans have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you get a brand new ball game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll come out throwing here on first down. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
He's been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
And that is no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles, so as we start the third quarter. Curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Ward now working out of the gun. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
19, Cup 19, Cup 19. Dragon 60.
Looking to throw. Moore. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nicky Manwari. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. Straight ahead, Walker. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Walker with another carry. In for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the 2nd half.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throw to the right, caught by Okakwo. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Tag. 19 Charger, 19 Charger.
From the gun, here's Ward. A short throw taken in by Okakwo. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive 1st down plays.
Come on, come on. Go.
Operating from the gun. Moore. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Throwing again here, Ward. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the 2nd half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Back to throw again. quickly here, and that's complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
3rd down and 9.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready?
The Titans on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
18, rock. Mustang 19. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready?
Ward to throw once more. That's caught left side by Ironman. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to make it 4th down.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Let's go. Grab him. 60. 70 left.
Going for it. Here's Ward. Over the middle, he's going to find Ironman. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Oh, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
On the ready.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the...
It's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and it's just...
From the picturesque Pacific Northwest and the city of Seattle, welcome inside Lumen Field, where all the 12s make it at home for the Seahawks. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Chicago Bears and the Seattle Seahawks.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Mike Tirico alongside Greg Olsen and Jason Myers has a set to get started. Off we go from Lumen Field. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. He takes off, and he'll get about 4 yards before wisely covering up.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 6. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
This is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. Boye Mafe in there for the sack, worked his way through. It's a loss of 5. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive. Not fun here. 3rd and a lot. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here to talk things over before 3rd down. Throwing is Williams. They'll try to set up the screen here to Swift. And he's going to be knocked down hard in the backfield. Long on the play, and it's going to bring up 4th down. What a hit.
Well, when you call a screen play, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Tag! Cowboy 80! Ready!
First carry now for Kenneth Walker. Up the sideline at the 35. And he is out of bounds. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a 1st down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's a handoff to Walker, running to the left, and he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
34-yard line.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
18 Cardinal, 8 Warriors, 70 Lions.
Now Milroe facing 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Here we go, Jack.
They'll indeed go for it with Milroe. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. And a nice return will set them up in good field position right at midfield.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it'll be 2nd down.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the 1st down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
off play action. Here's Williams. And that will wind up incomplete. Triple zeros on the clock. The first quarter has come to an end. So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. 0-0 is the score. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Moving outside the pocket, he manages to get the throw away and completes it. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
32, 32, 32.
That's good for a Bears first down.
Whiskey.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
We'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down. Throw it again. It's Williams. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? That's a second charge timeout to Chicago, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. They'll indeed go. It's Williams, and he's going to have the 1st down. Aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on 4th down.
I don't think the back was the primary target on this play, but just a great job by the quarterback understanding it's 4th down. I've got to get this ball out of my hand and give our offense a chance at converting, and it's exactly what he's able to do by getting it to his back and letting him pick up the rest.
A play fake. Now Williams, he'll let this go towards the end zone. He works free, right side, inside the 40. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Seahawks. What a spectacular take back for the score. You can stay in your own end zone and just take the touchback. Better yet, go the other way and get the touchdown.
And just a great heads-up play there, Mike, not only to secure the ball in the end zone, but then to recognize he had an alley. He's able to outrun the rest of those guys, and now he finds himself taking it all the way back for 6.
Makes the score Seahawks 7. Jason Myers to kick off.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. Open man, that's Rome Odunze. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Swift. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Here's a screen taken in by Swift. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Williams. They'll try to set up the screen here. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. On 2nd down, it's Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
Williams to the air once more. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out here.
First down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Back at the 17-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground here again. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
Michael Dixon.
So it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. Devin Duvernay back deep for Chicago. This brought in out past the 20. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line.
At their own 38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Williams. Gonna look deep, looking for more. He's got it! And a critical tackle there. We're getting close to scoring. Instead, they get nothing. Time has run out. This first half has come to an end. Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the 3rd quarter begins. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the ground is Walker to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play.
At the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here is 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Milroe. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
And he'll force his way forward, maybe a yard. 2nd down coming up.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Come on, unlock line, unlock line. Ready.
Here's a handoff to Walker. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7?
70, 19 Lions. Go.
From the shotgun, it's Milrow. He'll get rid of it and complete it. So a pair of first downs moves him out to the 47 yards. And it's 1st and 10.
First down.
Shotgun run now with Walker. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
From the gun, it's Milrow. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
Here we go, here we go. Ready.
On 3rd down, Milrow. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
A gain of 6 yards.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Cougar 19, Mustang 19. 70 Rangers, 18, Rodney, 18.
They're going on 4th down. Milrow. That is incomplete. He couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. The throw on the run is complete. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. A ball deep for the end zone. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Throwing again, Williams. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Got the hook up there to Ogunze. And he will get into the end zone. Rolls Ogunze. Touchdown Bears. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow.
That ties the game at 7. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Shaheed now to return it. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. Brought down at the 21, a gain of 1.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now Milrow. His pass taken in by Shaheed. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Milrow on third down. Out to his right, and that is incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Fourth down, and here's Milrow. That's going to be caught, and he's going to get there. He's got the first down. What great awareness after the catch. He gets enough to move the chain.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
To throw again is Milrow. Forced to his right. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. So fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession.
39-yard line.
Here's second down and 3.
70, here we go, here we go.
They'll drop to throw. That one swung out wide to Walker. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
A clutch throw here to keep their chances alive. Tie ball game as they approach midfield now. They've got to keep an eye on the clock. They've got to find a way to get this ball into field goal range, stop the clock, and see if your kicker could be a hero.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. They'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. On second down, Milrow. On the run to the right. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Average, 62, 70, 60 Bobcats, 19 tight, 19 tight.
Now it's Milrow, moving to his right. That ball intercepted. It's the linebacker, Tremaine Edmonds.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Going on first down, it's Williams. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Tyrese Knight in there to drop him, and that's going to be a loss of 9 to open this drive. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Rome Ogunje, the one he was looking for. And it's going to be third down.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have fourth down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive.
Look at him go! It's a big play when they needed it the most. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Here is first and goal.
What is up?
off play action. Here's Williams. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up second and goal.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. On is Santos for the PAT. He knocks it through, and the Bears will move out to a 14-7 lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Shaheed now to return it. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll come up for first and 10.
Here we go. Shot. Ready.
Throwing is Milrow. He lets one go. Looking for Shaheed. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Well, it's safe to say this offense now is entering desperation mode. They have such a long way to go with such little time to do it. You're thinking chunk plays, get out of bounds. You have to stop the clock and continue to pick up as much yardage as you can to, at the very least, be in position to take one Hail Mary shot to the end zone. So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical third down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got third and fourth down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive. I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Potentially very big call here.
What is it?
Here we go. One final play. Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to come up with a late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over. So this one, a win for the visiting Bears. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Baltimore Ravens. What we can see of the ball appears to be teed up and ready to go. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this out to the 29.
Come on.
First carry here for Ken Walker. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35.
That's good.
Bit of a haymaker right after the starting bell, Charles. One play on the ground, and you're already on the other side of the 50.
I like how you went boxing there. Essentially went from the weigh-in to walking into the ring, being introduced, and firing away. Big shot early.
Back to Walker on first down. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Well, he is caught, and he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 14. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Out quickly here to Smith and Jigba. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Well, that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes they think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. With a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. So we see it right here on the opening drive, throwing the football in these snowing conditions. Going to be very, very tough. You wonder if they're going to rethink the aerial attack going forward.
It will be interesting, and it'll be a debate because most of the quarterbacks that we know, they believe they can throw through anything. They don't care if it's rain, snow, it doesn't matter, as long as they get a chance to throw the football. And I think a lot of coaches think that in these conditions, let's throw it early before things get worse.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32.
Jackson from the shotgun. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. The short throw caught by Andrews. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Alpha, sit up.
Jackson will throw again. This will go to Henry out wide. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. Inside handoff, Henry. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. A 1st down carry for Henry. Down to the 25. He was brought down there by Julian Love. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 8. To throw is Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. They set up the screen for Henry. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. From the gun, it's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. And they'll fake the jet sweep and run up the middle with Henry. And they're going to lose some on this play, being knocked back to the 18. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Here's Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. 2nd and 6. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Rashad Bateman as time expires in the first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought the first half, they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And his throw is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher
and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. There would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. Running right, here's Walker. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
First down, Seattle.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Walker with another carry. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So and now off to the races down the right side, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman with his second touchdown of the night. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Jackson going to keep it. And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. And with a successful two-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player. It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard, and while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
That's good for us Seahawks.
He moved from your former position senior year, strong safety.
Yeah, sometimes they get you up near the line of scrimmage, or you're trying to time up a blitz. You've got to get it right, otherwise that flag comes out and you just cost your team some yardage.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2nd and 9. Trying the left side with Walker. And some room to work. The 20. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens 11. It's a gain of 34. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense. Able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field, and of course for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now it's Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He'll try to pick it up himself. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Jackson. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. And Jackson going to run again. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. This is 3rd and goal. Henry will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown.
You think back to some of the great goal line bruisers of the past, the Earl Campbells, the John Riggins, the Marshawn Lynches. I think you can put Derrick Henry right in that group as he scores there with another patented Derrick Henry run.
Jackson's going to keep it. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Well, they run the option on 2nd down. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Now he'll take this and run. And he has the Ravens 1st down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
It's 2nd and inches at the 10-yard line.
An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Jackson options out left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Here's Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. But a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say,
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time. Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And off we go from Seattle. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready? Stretch the eagle.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III to about the 33-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
At the 33-yard line.
And going right back to Walker. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
42-yard line.
Bronco 80. Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. As it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A very solid gain of 27. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And the Ravens have got it.
Remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. There's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he gets this up past the 30.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ready. Sit on. Ready. Sit on.
Play action. It's Jackson. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
First down. It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Ravens.
Now it's Jackson. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
180. 180. Nice hot. Sit on.
Henry up the middle. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. No score after one on EA Sports.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Baltimore.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Flowers going to go in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Right, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
To what? 180. Nice one. Sit on.
Here's Jackson to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And that sack, it goes to Boye Mafe. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
60 by 6, 60 by, go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And there's so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Come on, come on.
Now back to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
On third down, here's Walker. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Now 2nd and 3.
Gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll drop to throw. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Ravens.
Jackson now. A short throw caught by Andrews. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 18-yard line.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6. The 7-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Here we go now on 1st and goal.
That's another Baltimore 1st down.
They'll try to run for it with Henry. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Derrick Henry, as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Outright to Smith-Njigba. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll let this go deep for Smith-Njigba. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they've been kept off the scoreboard in this first half, but here toward the end, they're trying to change that in one fell swoop, but that winds up incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll try and do this himself. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 72 yards. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Jackson and the Ravens still on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Ravens 14. Seahawks.
That right there makes up for that missed extra point they had after the first score.
Yeah, they went ahead and got back to level by going for 2 and having the normal amount of points, so that works out pretty well for them. And if you're the kicker, don't worry about it too much. Now they've got back to where they want to be, he'll try it out there for the next one.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
That's another Seahawks first down.
Back to Walker on first down. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard
60
line.
Eagles, 60
A gain
Eagles.
of 4. It's now
And Walker once more. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Ready? Ready?
Out of the gun now on third down. Throw on the line to Walker. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line.
14 yards. That's another Seahawks first down.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
At the 30-yard line.
It gets this complete to Shaheed. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
24 yards. And the Seahawks first down. First and goal.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got it. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker from 6 yards away. And the Seahawks are back within a score. So it took them a little while, Charles, but now they have their first points of the game, and they come here in this third quarter.
And more often than not, Brandon, when that happens, you find yourself down 21, 28 points, and not really with a lot of hope, but with that touchdown, they're right back in this game.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Next to score, Ravens 14, Seahawks 7. Jason Myers to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. And we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And they'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Jackson from the shotgun. A short throw caught by Andrews. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Baltimore first down.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. They set up the screen for Henry. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Good call there on first down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. On the counter, it's Henry. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive is eating up a good portion of the fourth quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
13.
Again, it's Henry. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
This defense needs a big play the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them. Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman.
probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Second and 1. At the 6-yard line.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Here's 1st and 10.
Go!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and lead the game out that way.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
65, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we've got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
This is 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
32-yard line.
19.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop the throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
And he goes out right around the 39. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to